Cathy in the building. Come on, we want to hear applauses. We want to hear.
2 weeks ago that I was able to start talking about my involvement in the TV show.
Right.
And we filmed over a year ago.
It was filmed a year ago?
It was filmed a year ago.
How many?
Depending on whatever the challenge is, you get shuffled between each floor.
Oh, so you're not you don't start off in the basement?
Yeah, no. So it just depends on the week, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then you only we all stand against a wall, and you only have 20 seconds or 20 to 30 seconds to do what we call a platform grab. So it starts at the top kitchen, and then it slowly moves down, and it stops for 20 seconds, and you have to run and grab. And
how many times Gordon Ramsay said, "This is bloody hell. This is nasty. This is disgusting."
Yeah, I mean, what you see on TV is what you get.
We interrupt this program to bring you an important announcement.
What's going on, everybody? Thank you for tuning in to another episode, actually a first episode of 2025.
Yes.
Called Project 33. So a lot of people have been asking, why the name change, because we were called the Tax Collectors before. But it's just a form of rebranding ourselves, starting something new, trying to pursue a better us, empowerment. So we just wanted to kind of rebrand ourselves, called Project 33. And I think it's just dope to kind of have, the start of this podcast, this episode, with a nice special guest.
Yes.
But before I introduce this guest, I just want to give a shout out, to Robbie, who's another co-host. He's somewhere in Bolivia traveling, but
suffering over there.
Yes.
Right.
We got our other co-host with us right now. His name is Ricardo, the cutest member of this podcast.
This guy.
I'm here.
Yes, please. Don't take away the shine from our guest.
That's true. Sorry. It's But let me just introduce real quick our guest. So, businesswoman, owns Cat's Kitchen. I'm glad I'm getting it correct. She's been in the Next Level Chef TV show and is airing out soon. A mother of two, wife, daughter, sister, friend, entrepreneur. Let's give it up for Miss Cathy Cann. Come on now. Cathy in the building. Come on, we want to hear applauses. We want to hear...
We're going to have some applauses going on in the background.
Man, we're just happy to have Cathy Cann here with us, especially to the start of 2025. And with this episode, it's just an amazing time that you're here, and just to start, kick off this episode. So
it's one of those things that, like, it's something new for us as far as the name. But for you, even, I'm sure it started off 2025 for you has been like something that I know you had a secret for a while, and then finally you've been able to let it out in February, right?
Yeah.
Recently?
Yeah.
Well,
it was just 2 weeks ago that I was able to start talking about my involvement in the TV show.
Right.
And we filmed over a year ago.
It was filmed a year ago?
It was filmed a year ago.
How many people knew? Like, how many people to you was like, yo, I'm on this TV show?
Well, obviously,
but I can't tell you about it.
I didn't even drop those seeds with anybody.
Right.
I only told my immediate family. NDAs.
Yeah.
Some signatures
scary,
had to be signed,
like all that
and whatnot.
scary stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I kept it very close to my chest, and obviously my immediate family knew I was going. We have 2 kids, my husband, my sisters, my best friend, all of that. So we had to coordinate for me to be gone for a couple of weeks.
Okay.
Filming the TV show.
The funny thing is, when I was kind of going through the website of a Next Level Chef and just trying to figure out, doing some stuff for the marketing and for the podcast, it started coming to my mind. I'm like, you know what? Because it was saying it was in California, the filming, and it started dawning on me. I'm like, I know she went to California like a year ago. And then I was like, man, could it be that it was filmed a year ago? And then it started 2 and 2 stuff, it started getting in my head. And I was, you know what? I think she filmed a year ago. So the secret's out the box.
There we go.
So what did they send you an email? Is like, you could tell everybody now. It's okay. Like, go ahead.
Yeah, that's pretty much how it happened, is that we had to keep it lock and key. And I also didn't want to talk too much about it because it was something so special. When you're the only one who knows a secret. It's kind of like, it's special, it's sacred. And so I was happy with waiting because I know once I was able to start talking about it, so much was going to change.
We didn't even talk about it. What's the name of the show again?
Yes. So the TV show, it's a Gordon Ramsay TV show called Next Level Chef. It is honestly one of the hardest cooking competition shows out there. The whole concept of it is absolutely insane.
That's dope. That's dope.
It's like a moving platform. There's 3 different levels. There's like the basement kitchen, which is like broken spatulas, like pots and pans that don't even have a handle.
Also, they create these obstacles for you.
Correct.
Oh, my Lord.
And then there's the middle kitchen that is kind of a more everyday kitchen. So it's nicer. You have better equipment in there. And then there's the top kitchen, which is like every chef's dream to be on. And so there's 3 mentors. There's Gordon Ramsay, Chef Richard Blais, and Chef Naisha Arrington. And then they split it up amongst the 3 chefs, the 3 mentors. And so depending on whatever the challenge is, you get shuffled between each floor.
Also, you don't start off in the basement.
Yeah, no. So it just depends on the week, really.
Mm-hmm.
And then we all stand against a wall, and you only have 20 seconds or 20 to 30 seconds to do what we call a platform grab. So it starts at the top kitchen, and then it slowly moves down and it stops for 20 seconds, and you have to run and grab. And whatever ingredients you grab is only what you're allowed to cook with.
Wow.
And then it goes to the next level, and then you have to run and grab. So the concept of it is so challenging because everyone's fighting to go and grab these ingredients. And then you go back and you're like, what did I just grab? Like I have like a bottle of red wine, a piece of like what, so then you have to conceptualize a dish like right then and there. And then you only have 20 minutes to cook.
What was the craziest ingredient you grabbed that you're like, man, I don't know what's this, but I'm going to make it happen?
You have to watch to find out.
Hey. When is the show over, Erin?
February 13th is the season premiere.
Can you tell us if we're to expect, like, are you cursing out Gordon Ramsay? Is there any, like, are you throwing the one ingredient you're no longer using at somebody else because they gonna grab the one you wanted? Like, is there any craziness to expect on the show?
Yeah, I mean, you'll definitely see me throwing some elbows.
Yeah, nice.
You'll definitely see me going a little crazy. There's a platform grab. Like, that's the most intense part because you're, like I said, you're trying to, and there's, you see what's in front of you, but the adrenaline is so intense, and everyone's trying to grab for different things. And, so you have to have super quick processing skills. So it does get intense. I came back with like a battle wound at one point. So
how many times Gordon Ramsay said, this is bloody hell. This is nasty.
Honestly,
this is disgusting.
Yeah, I mean, what you see on TV is what you get in real life. I mean, they're very honest.
That's
I
hilarious.
think just who we are as chefs too, we take our craft very seriously, and they hold us to such a high standard as we should hold ourselves to. What you see on TV, but honestly, in real life, besides how all of the chefs are portrayed, he's an absolutely like amazing person.
Oh, that's what's up.
He's he does have a soft side. He's so sweet. And it was like surreal.
Hey, she's right there. She's right there with the yellow.
Kathy, let's rewind.
Let's
rewind. Because you weren't always a chef, I'm sure, right?
No.
And there was a point where you probably was just pouring a bowl of cereal. You know what I mean? That was like the best thing you've ever made, But what got you into cooking? And then what pushed you to like say, I'm gonna take this a little more serious. Let me go shopping for ingredients I never purchased before, and let me start recording myself. What inspired you to even do any of that?
Yeah, so I've always loved cooking, even from a young age. My mom hit a point where she was like, I am not cooking for the family anymore. And so she started to teach me how to cook. And I really learned from her, like, how to listen to my ancestors, and how to throw down in the kitchen. But I grew up, and then after I had my son, for some reason, that little spark of love came back. So I started working in the restaurant industry. I worked in that industry for about 10 to 12 years. And I just didn't see like what was the next point in my life. Like, what am I going to do after this? I didn't want to be a cook in the kitchen. And so I left my passion behind, and I was grant writing for nonprofit organizations for a couple of years. And then the pandemic hit, and that's kind of when I fell really back in love with the curiosity and passion that I have for cooking.
When you were learning how to cook, because I'm a victim of this, where you're YouTubing videos and recipes to help you, how to do this or how to do that.
Always, I don't know, my instincts in the kitchen have always been there. I feel that I was meant to be doing this, and I was just kind of waiting for right timing at that point. A lot of being a good chef is having good instincts, understanding flavor, and making your foundation solid. So I think that was the most things that I would still to this day that I research is how to make my skill set and the foundation of cooking stronger. Because everything else after that, I got it. So
yeah. No, I like how you said I rely on my ancestors.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a lot of it's not even measured. You're just like throwing because you know that it needs this much that, a little bit of lime or whatever it is you're throwing in there just for the flavors to be just right.
Yep.
But so 2020 hits, right? And you decide I'm gonna I'm assuming you got free time now because like the restaurant's closed and now you're at home and now you're cooking out of passion. You got your child and then now what made you say, I'm going to like go on my own though? Like, in 2020, because you could have just went back into the restaurant world and
I could have went back into, so before the pandemic, that's when I was grant writing. So I could have went back either into the restaurant world or found, went back to a job. But 2019 was, I think, honestly, one of the hardest points in my life. We found out my husband had cancer.
Oh, wow.
And then my brother suffered from a rare neurological disease. So he was paralyzed from the neck down for 3 months. And so I was one of the primary caregivers during that time. So I know the pandemic was like such a hard time for the whole world. But for me, my perspective was that I needed it. And I'm happy that the world had to shut down because it allowed me to just completely not stop. And I had a lot of caregiving stress. I was suffering like a lot internally. And so when I say the fact that cooking saved me, being in the kitchen absolutely saved me, it did. It healed me in so many ways. I found myself through the love and passion of food and what it even does, bringing people together and connection and healing. So, so how I made it a full-time business is that my brother was starting these networking events called Life Ignited.
Life
Which is coming up soon too.
Yes.
Another one coming up soon.
Yes.
We got to go to that. But,
yes, absolutely. So he needed to serve food. And he was like, you're gonna serve food. I was like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just doing this because I love it. And he's like, no, your food is bomb. You're amazing at what you do. Like, make it something.
Yeah.
And I'm like, sure,
you became
and that's
a caterer by default.
It wasn't like it was a force. I was forced to do this by him, and he's someone that is so hard to say no to because he'll just keep asking you.
Facts, Johnny.
He pretty much made this happen, people.
Yeah, and he'll try to psychologically turn it around like it was your idea. But so I started doing his networking events every single month, and I was like, wow, I actually
So every month. Every month.
Yeah, I was like, I'm actually really good at this. I actually know what I'm doing. Man, people are loving my food. Do you know what? Maybe I could actually make this a business. And I was like, okay, so it was either now it's 2021, beginning of 2021. And I had the choice. I was like, okay, it's either I really take this full time because bills have to be paid, or I go back to work, or I take this full time. And that whole weekend, I was praying to God. I was like, God, if this is what I'm supposed to be doing, I absolutely love this. You know what it means to me, but just give me a sign.
Yeah.
That Monday morning, I woke up and I had 5 people call me about catering inquiries.
Wow.
And I was like, well, I'm listening
to
you. Yeah, and that's how I started. And so I registered my business. And
Cat's Kitchen, right?
Cat's Kitchen, yeah.
Cat's Kitchen.
2021.
June of 2021 was when I officially registered my business, and I took it full-blown from there.
So,
wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So it says here your business, Cat's Kitchen, is a full-service catering and full-service catering and private chef company specializing in customized cater experiences, catering elegant, innovative, and elevated experiences while marrying and highlighting worldly cuisines and culture that is not aesthetically pleasing, but it's a delicious mouthful to please any taste buds.
Yes.
That's what's up. So also your business does as well, like a trailer, right? Like a food trailer?
Yeah, so we specialize in private, in-home experiences up to 200 people.
Nice.
And how I work is I'm not a cookie cutter typical caterer. So I'm not this is tier 1, this is tier 2, these are your packages, and that's what you get. I take a very individualized approach to my business. So someone calls me and they're like, we want to have a wedding. I really take the time to listen to what their vision is and how I can bring it to life.
Right.
And whatever we talk about, I take it back and I create a menu personalized exactly to them.
You don't just cater the food, you cater the people.
Correct.
Yeah, that's great.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
great.
No, that's awesome. So if somebody wanted to call you or, hit you up, for your business or, for you to chef it up.
Yeah.
How can they get a hold of you?
Yeah. So my website is catskitchenco.com.
We're going to put it up.
Yes. catskitchenco.com. And then my Instagram is also catskitchenco. And my number is 203-814-9796. So you can text or give me a call. I'll be more than happy to see what we can work out.
You're gonna be somebody from Philadelphia or like
but
Wisconsin.
I travel. I think that's
great.
the past 4 years have been an absolute whirlwind for me.
Nice.
I have I have clients fly me out to Florida to do events or private women holistic retreats. I was just in California last year doing an Oscars dinner party. So I go wherever my clients need me.
Is there like a cat kitchen crew? Or are you just like, it's just you by yourself and you're like, give me time, close the door. What's happening?
No, I honestly don't know how I would survive running my business without my team.
Nice.
That's nice. It's important.
Yeah,
right?
they are my pillars and my rocks that keep me standing because I'm such a perfectionist and sometimes I get so in my head about things that they know how to balance me. So they're amazing.
So tell us, this whole kind of maybe talking a little bit about the Next Level Chef. So how you received the call? Like what happened that led you there? What happened? If you could just walk us through.
Okay. So do you want a full story or like a condensed story?
No, we don't want the full story.
We want the
Give
full
us like
story.
a nice condensed.
Okay.
So we can what to expect when we get the call. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Sign up. It was pretty much so. It was years of interviewing. So I first interviewed, I think back in 2021 for the show. And I didn't get casted.
Is that like season 1 or season 2 at the time?
For season 1,
Okay.
I interviewed for, and I didn't get casted. And I was like, okay, like whatever. And one thing about casting is that they don't call you and say, yeah, we're going in a different direction. It's just like if you don't hear from them, you didn't.
Oh, gotcha.
Gotcha.
And then I got another call back in 2023, and they're like, hey, we're still interested. We're having another season. We still love you. Are you still interested? And I was like, absolutely.
Hold on. What's the process though? Like, what are you doing? You're interviewing? You sending like a video, or are you like writing an essay?
Yeah, all of the above.
Really?
It's intense.
Oh wow,
it's intense. The interview process. It was months and months and months of Zoom calls, videos. You have to send them pictures and proof of like your food and your cooking.
Right.
And there's different rounds, and then it's intense. It's intense.
So 2021, you try, you didn't get the call right away, so you just think, I don't got it, whatever. Let me just leave it. And Cat's Kitchen is taking off, and then 2022 you get the call?
In 2023, I got another call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So like 2 years later.
2 years later.
Wow.
Randomly.
Wow.
Yeah. So I also auditioned for MasterChef, which is another Gordon Ramsay show, and January of 2023. I also got flown out, but I was an alternate. So I got sent home, and I didn't make it onto the live auditions of MasterChef. But this is like also the point in when you think that, like, man, I was so crushed.
Yeah.
I was that was it, but God had other plans.
Amen.
Because if I made it to the live auditions, I would have not been able to go on Next Level Chef.
Oh.
Right.
A month later was when I got the call for Next Level Chef.
Wow.
And like you just have to trust like the journey. It's like when you think that like that was the door that was supposed to be open for me.
Yeah.
It's like no, because God has other plans for you.
Let me
to be redirected.
Dig deep into that because we're heavy in our faith. And so for you, like how important was God in this journey? And did you find God during this journey? Did you always have a relationship with God? Or is that something that like, just flourished within the last 5 years?
No, I grew up, a woman of faith. So I always had a deep relationship with God. I definitely think my relationship with him did get deeper during the pandemic. Right. And when I started to really tap into food, I listened to him. I was much more open to listening to him a lot more, if that makes sense. And I think my journey up into this point is just a testament to staying faithful and never giving up on your dreams, and just trusting that he has already written your success. So just trusting that process and knowing that, hey, it's not no, it's just not right now.
Right.
Because he has it all written out for you. So just trusting that, I feel like my journey is a testament to that. Okay. And, you know, I give all the praises and high ups to big man up there.
Well, let me ask you, because I know when you were talking about the pandemic and caregiving, you know, just a question on that, because I also was a caregiver to my father. You know, actually, last week was his 2-year anniversary of passing away.
I'm so sorry.
That's why you guys his pictures right there. Yeah, he was 89 years old when he passed away. But there was a point in time where I was caregiving for him, and it was I even had, I think, PTSD.
Yeah,
because my experience, I was caring for him, and it was just tough because I felt like everyone depended on me. You know, and it was just hard. So maybe, how was it for you? Like the PTSD, the caregiving, how tough was it? What was it really that made it tough?
Yeah, I completely resonate with that, because you put so much energy into taking care of other people that, and it wasn't even just like my brother, my husband, it's my 2 kids and the rest of my family, that I put a lot of pressure on myself to hold them, like everyone together. And it was a struggle, you know. It put a lot of strain on even my husband and I's relationship. I mean, it was tough, but yeah, I feel like it's a very thankless job in a way, to be that person that has to take care of someone who's sick, because you want to see them get better. You put all that energy, and your brain's like rattling in that respect about how, like, and you hate and seeing even someone sick.
Right.
You know, it's tough. So I had to go through it, but
what avenues you took to kind of help you through that process?
I definitely think cooking. What saved me, or just the process of taking care of them? Like
mental health wise, you know, for yourself, you know, to kind of what made you kind of go through that?
Yeah, so during the actual taking care of portion, I kind of blocked out that part of my life in a way.
Yeah, of course.
Because you just only have, like, you get tunnel visioned on these individuals and this thing, and you don't leave room for any other disruption. So then when the dust has settled, it's almost like a volcano, because everything that you were pushing down just kind of gets erupted. And that's what I went through, was that, okay, now everyone's like, it's like, woo, it's like you're just running a marathon. Like you're running. And then when you stop, you're like, oh my gosh. So then when I finally dust settled, everything came back up for me about, like, oh my God, I've really been neglecting myself. I've been neglecting, like, who even am I anymore?
That's true.
Yeah. So just giving myself a lot of grace and finding the things that I loved again and what filled my cup. A lot of rest.
Yeah, no, of course. No, definitely. And if I could ask, from the moment your husband had cancer to I assume it's probably does he still have it? No, more?
He's in complete remission.
Nice.
By the grace of God.
And we got a hand clap for that, man.
Yeah, definitely.
My man. How long was the process? How, from the moment until it was over?
Yeah, I believe we found out he was diagnosed in September of 2019. And then he started chemo. The doctors were like, you need to start chemo, because his body was like, he had Hodgkin's lymphoma. His body was lighting up like a Christmas tree. They were like, listen, you're young. Other than this, you are healthy. We think that this will be positive. Like, you'll throughout, you'll end up being fine, but you need to start chemo, and chemo is going to be tough. Right. So he started chemo, but I would not, I don't know how I would even be able to go through that. How long was he on chemo? So he stopped, and then he went back. He was like, maybe I can try a holistic approach and see if this can, it's tough. Like, you start, it's literally eating away at your body. Like, your body's deteriorating to try to make itself healthier.
I mean, in lack of better words, you're like poisoning your body in a sense, trying to kill those cells.
Exactly.
Right.
And so then he stopped, but then the doctors were like, you need to take this seriously. And so then
Yes.
throughout the whole pandemic, he was in treatment.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
Lost
tough.
all his hair, like all of the typical symptoms. It was
I'm sure
tough.
a lot of your cooking helped. You know what I mean? During that healing process.
I mean, I think that's tough because I was an interpreter many times for the hospital, so I've seen chemo.
Yeah.
And I've seen, individuals, guys go in there and come out, and when they do the chemo, it's so different. So I think for me, if they was to ask me, if that, God forbid, that was to happen, it'll be hard for me to say I'll do chemo just because of the experience that I saw.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure it was tough. I'm sure it was tough for him.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. I would not. I don't know how.
But I'm glad it's over now, though. I'm glad it's over.
No, yeah, thank God.
We're all here chilling.
For sure.
Right?
You know what I mean?
And
2025, staying alive.
That's it. No, exactly. Now, like, people look at him, they say, you had cancer, and they're like, yeah, I'm a survivor. And they're like, what? You would never guess.
No,
him or my brother, you would never guess.
Right.
What they went through medically. So cheers to that.
I say we twice. I cheers to anything. I'm not gonna lie, guys. I was sipping while you was talking.
Cheers to that.
When it comes to cooking, what's your go-to dish? What's if I'm gonna, hey Cathy, I got some friends over, I need you to cook them your go-to dish.
Yeah.
What would it be?
I definitely think the most requested thing that I cook, this is the dish that also got my mother-in-law to get my approval in the kitchen.
Okay, now, that's smart.
You know,
before you even tell us, what's her nationality, if you don't mind us asking?
Yeah, my mom is from Haiti.
Okay.
And my dad's white. He Welsh.
Yeah.
So.
And your in-laws?
Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I love like worldly cuisines. I'm not boxed in by this is only that I cook. I love fusion. And I made her my pastelón. So it's the sweet plantain lasagna.
Yeah.
And that was when like the look on her face, and I was like, and she's had my cooking so many times, and she was like, no, it's good. It's good.
Yeah.
But there's something different about
pastelón.
like
what the pastelón,
the mom's cooking.
What does the pastelón entails of? What's in it? The pastelón.
So it's almost it's a lasagna.
Okay,
so it's a sweet plantain lasagna. So then you thinly sliced your sweet plantains, and then you give them like a quick fry. And then you season ground beef. I use ground turkey. I've even made it vegan before with sofrito, tomato paste, garlic, peppers, like all the good magic. And then you just let that like cook, all the flavors build, and then you layer it with like how you do traditional lasagna with mozzarella cheese.
And that won her over.
And she
was like, you know what?
The face.
Did she even say anything, or she just gave you like the?
No, she was like, Cathy. Wow, Cathy.
Right.
Okay. I was like, seriously, that's what made you fall in love
She's
with
like,
my
you
cooking?
could come to Puerto Rico now.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
She was like, you could cook this all the time for me. But I even have friends who live out of state, and when they fly in, they'll text me like, Cathy, can you make me a tray of that lasagna? Like that is my most requested.
Are we to expect it on the show?
I know I'm coming back next time with it.
No,
I'm coming back next time with it.
I'm at the
yes.
I think
next
that show.
She's like, I'm done with that one. I'm moving on. This is the show.
I mean, all that puzzle don't got me hungry, man.
Leave that alone.
Yeah.
I'll come back. Yes.
Yeah.
No. Well, no. I unfortunately could not grace the TV show with that magic.
Well, so we were talking, and you're full-time chef. As a full-time chef, what was it that would you say was the best advice you received that kind of encouraged you to go ahead and become a full-time chef versus part-time chef and just working out of your own kitchen?
Oof.
That's good right there.
That is really good. Yeah, you hear most recently the best is actually from the TV show. Chef Arrington, she said to me, remember your love. Like, I want to feel your home. And I think that's something that I always go back to whenever I'm in the kitchen, is remembering the love that I'm pouring into my food, the love that I'm pouring into my business. And that's something that I always circle back. Whenever I feel like I'm losing myself, I hear her voice in the back of my head, and always like in her saying that hit home for me so much. So I think that was in the most recently, like the best advice that has really stuck with me. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
No, that's dope. That's so dope. I actually got some questions for you, but it's some questions about what you rather, in terms of the kitchen.
Bet.
You know what I'm saying? So let's see how this goes. You ready?
Okay.
Somebody say I'm ready. Just kidding.
I'm ready.
You know when you're in church, they be like, hey, tell the person right next to you, you look good, but I look better.
Smile at your neighbor.
Tap 10 people and tell them, you know what?
Turn around.
You're getting bigger. What do you mean I'm getting bigger? What kind? No, just kidding. All right, so let's ask some questions. So, some would you rather questions, all right? Would you rather eat fast food every day for a year or never eat mushrooms again?
I would rather never eat mushrooms again.
What about you, bro? I know you're in the chat, but I
love
know,
mushrooms, though.
I love mushrooms.
I know every time I call you, be like,
nah, bro, I would rather not eat fast food for a year. Just why? Because...
Oh, no. That's it.
No, you can't change your answer. Fine, no, we're going to edit this so that you can seem real.
I don't want to eat fast food. I had it backwards. I don't want to eat fast food for a year.
I don't want to eat fast food either.
How do you play this game again? Am I doing it wrong?
No, you're doing it perfectly.
Perfectly.
It's just I asked a question.
Just so you know, we're going to edit that so you can eat fast food all year.
No, it's whether would you rather do this or would you rather do that?
I would rather. Okay, bet. So it's not the opposite.
Yeah, would you rather? Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, would you rather
I got it now.
eat fast food for a year or never eat mushrooms again? This is the thing about fast food. I don't want to eat fast food, but sometimes when you're out and about and doing cool podcasts and drinking a little bit, and it's like 1 a.m, what's open nowadays?
The diner, bro.
Well, that's if you want to spend $25 for a diner.
He's like, Cat's Kitchen. Open 24/7. Stop playing.
Come on now, stop playing. You already know 24/7. Cat's Kitchen. Now, all right. Next question: Would you rather give up eating? All right. Would you rather give up eating pork forever or never cook with butter again? Would you rather give up eating pork forever or never cook with butter again?
I'm not giving it butter.
All right, you ain't giving up butter.
I'm not giving it butter.
Yeah, I feel like that's a source of a lot of base good food right there.
It's such a great fat.
Yeah.
It has so much flavor.
So, I mean, pork.
It just...
Yeah.
No. I can skip out on pork.
Yeah, but you're missing out on bacon.
The penny. Oh, the bacon. Yeah, but there's like beef bacon. And turkey bacon.
That's true. That's a good substitute.
That bacon, egg, and cheese, though. I'm sorry, I can't give that up. Bacon, egg, and cheese.
But it's made with the bread is probably toasted with butter, though.
Well,
see, I'm going butter all the way.
The egg is probably made with butter. You're a hit, man.
I can't say I eat pork on the mic.
You can do so much butter.
Yeah, butter.
All right, number 3. Would you rather lose your sense of taste or smell?
Oof.
But they go hand in hand.
They go hand in hand.
But not in this
case.
They
go hand in hand.
Nah, so would you rather?
Oh my gosh. I had COVID. And I was so depressed.
Yeah.
Because I lost my sense of taste.
Oh.
And I still had to run my business.
Oh, right.
So imagine me cooking and I'm like, I can't taste anything.
Oh, no.
And I was like.
That's when you get your husband. He's like, yo, taste this.
I was like going
every spoon.
Exactly. I was going to my best friend because she always that's my right hand woman. Like honestly.
Yeah.
I sometimes look at her and I'm like, man, I have my husband, but if he were to go, at least I got her because
that's great. That's great.
It's like I always have to chew. No,
that's dope.
She's my go-to. But she was tasting everything for me at that point.
So in this case, you keep the smell and you're okay with getting rid of the taste.
I think
that's a tough one, right?
I think I will keep my smell.
Yeah,
I would keep my smell.
How much is smelling your food more important than tasting your food?
People don't realize your senses play so much in creating a dish.
Yeah, right.
How something sounds, how something smells, how it looks. It's everything. Your senses are always tapped in when you're cooking. And I feel like when a good chef, when they're able to use all their senses, it really brings it next level.
Right.
Yeah, so your smell really does. I mean, does it smell burning? There's times where I'm cooking and I'm I'm multitasking. I'm listening, I'm smelling, So I think I would have to I think I'll lose my taste and keep my smell.
Keep the smell. That's a good one. Probably me too.
What would you do?
I probably keep my taste. Forget it, because I have a strong nose and let me taste the food. I don't mind not smelling because, smelling comes with all the smelling, all this other stuff that you probably don't want to smell. So and I'm not going to be tasting, and so it's I'll get rid of the smell. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be tough.
Drop a next one, Luke.
All right, the next one is: Would you rather have a nut allergy or egg allergy? Would you rather have a nut allergy or egg allergy?
I didn't even know people have egg allergies.
I know that either.
They do.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, it's a thing.
Wow.
It's a thing.
That's unfortunate.
I know. But I love pistachios. I mean, like, are we talking about tree nuts? Like, all nuts?
Yeah.
No, I think but nut milk is so yummy. I'll pick a nut allergy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll keep eggs.
Yeah, we gotta keep eggs.
I'll keep eggs. Like you said, you're bacon, egg, and cheeses.
We gotta keep the eggs, man. Especially when you don't want to cook. There's times in which I don't want to cook. Like, I want to cook.
Pasta's made with eggs too. Like there's so much in cooking that you need eggs for.
Keep the eggs. All right, next question. Would you rather never bake again or never fry?
Bake.
Really?
Yes.
Did you have to do bacon on the show?
No.
Oh,
thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
No baking.
I'm not a baker. Baking requires like so much of a science that if you're not precise on every single measurement with things, that it's just not going to come out how it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I'm much more like to flow. So
yeah,
I would totally give up baking. I'm cool with that.
There's a good one, I think. Would you rather give up pasta or potatoes?
Yo, that one's hard.
That's tough. That means no.
I mean, you kind of
no Italian
you can
food.
make potato pasta,
That's
right?
what I'm saying. Gnocchi.
Yeah.
Gnocchi is is made with potatoes. Yeah, I'll give up pasta.
Yeah, you gotta give up pasta.
I'll give it pasta.
There's so many Italian people watching this right now. That's just like,
they're
how
like,
dare
no.
That means no more.
You call yourself the next level chef.
Yeah. Will you rather? Okay. Will you rather? You don't know. I don't know. I don't get this. I don't get this. Man.
These are great questions.
All right, this is good. Will you rather never have mayo again or mustard to eat and cook?
I will give up mayo.
Oh, you like mustard
I'll keep
more?
Mustard.
I gotta have my mayo.
I'll keep mustard,
especially on the sandwiches, bro.
Yeah. Okay, but then if I can keep aiolis in there, which is like, I won't make it Yep.
Wait, I'm like, wait a minute. What aiolis? What do you mean?
Yeah, because that's how mustard is made with like fat. So you blend it with an egg and fat, and that's how like mustard. I mean, that's how mayo. Yeah, that's how mayo is made. So if you just that's an aioli.
Yeah.
That's why a lot of people
Wait, what's an aioli? Why don't you explain that for?
It's like a dipping sauce. So
sauce is considered aioli.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's when you immersion blend your fat with. Someone fact check me.
If anything, you have the mic, and true, you're the chef here, so anything you say is truth. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, but I'm not.
the comment section going crazy, like, yeah, real chef.
But then
so cold sauce made with garlic and olive oil.
Oh no, a hollandaise is egg and butter, so I'm getting it confused. But they're all that's the thing with like food. There's so many. I know. Okay, so I'm cool then. So I'll give it mayo.
Yeah,
because I can make an aioli. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Like,
I'm giving it mayo because I can make an aioli.
Yeah, there you go.
So I'm keeping mustard.
When it comes to Spanish food, what do you think is the best Spanish food country-wise? Oof, and that's not even here.
No, I'm
country-wise. All right, so maybe give me your top two.
Okay,
maybe top two.
Top two, yeah.
All right, top two.
One is not jealous. Yeah. What do you think?
Okay.
Top two Spanish?
Spanish country-wise.
Spanish food.
Well, I have to go with Puerto Rican food. I have to.
Yeah.
Just because, like, the arroz con gandules, my pastelón, everything. So I'm definitely going to have to go with Puerto Rican food. And another Spanish country I also love Colombian food too.
Colombia.
Like a really good Colombian empanada.
Colombia
is so good.
It's
so good. Yeah.
Well, that's what's up.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for my questions.
I love
Great
it.
question.
Those are really
that
good
was
questions.
fun.
You know, some questions I didn't even know how to pronounce. Like, would you rather eat creme
brulee
or candy bars? I don't know.
Creme brulee. So creme brulee is a custard, and then you put sugar on top. Like flan, and then you flame it, so it has like the hard top.
Can I mess that up? Is that an easy thing to make?
It's actually one of the easiest desserts. It's like foolproof. It's not hard. I feel like if any beginner person who wants to make a good dessert, creme brulee is a good place to start. Yeah,
I want to try.
It's just tempering.
Sorry, babe.
Yeah. It's really easy. It's not hard.
I want to try it.
Yeah, creme brulee is really good.
Listen, my girl can tell you.
Making lava cake is so easy. Like someone
in a cup in a microwave.
Sure. No. You could do that too. You could do that too.
We know it's chefing it up.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, sure, you can put it in a microwave, but no, put it in the oven.
Oh, okay.
And then you just wait until like it's like a cake, but the inside still stays
a little soft.
Molten.
Yeah.
Nice and gooey.
But there should be like a safe amount of gooiness, right? Or is there an unsafe amount of gooiness?
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to. I mean, the whole point is for the outside to be cooked like cake wise, and the inside to be like that super nice gooey decadent. Yeah. So when you open it, it lavas out. Yeah.
Bring out the lava cake.
I know. Oh my God. And I make dulce de leche lava cake. Oof. I make pistachio lava cake. You could do anything. That's what I'm saying.
You're
like creme
selling
brulee
it to us.
Okay.
And lava cakes are like foolproof.
Yo, next time we have you here, we need to have the pastelón.
We need all the lava cake.
The lava cake.
I'll make creme brulee for you guys.
And the Sheridan's going to bring the coquito. Or what's that Bad Bunny drink, the pitorro? We gotta try that, bro. So
that's something like Puerto Rican moonshine.
I don't know. I never tried it, bro. I want to try it.
Yeah.
But so question with because I know the Next Level Chef, you're doing it. So you're doing a watch party.
Yes.
When is the watch party? Let me actually. I know it's somewhere here. Let me somewhere here. What's coming right now? Hold on. Let me see. Right there, bam.
You go. Yes. So. I'll be having a watch party on February 20th from 6 to 9.
Where?
At Foolproof Brewery.
No, right there you go.
Yeah, it's 785 800 Union Ave. It's like this beautiful, Foolproof Brewery, they did such a beautiful job with taking this warehouse and reconstructing it. I mean, when you go inside, it's gorgeous.
This is where they have the Banksy piece, right?
Yes,
right? They have the Banksy piece there.
They do. And they have like luxury cars kind of showcased there. I mean,
I've never been there.
They did, and so they have like pool tables and different games. I mean, even just to go on a Thursday, Friday, Saturday night, or Sunday, just to chill and get like a beer and some food. It's a great place.
So what should we expect on your watch party?
Yeah, so from 6 to 8, I'll be serving my food.
Hey.
Yeah, so you'll be having cooking, past hors d'oeuvres.
So we go eat all the foods that you're cooking. So the ticket gets us to eat all the foods that you're cooking.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, so there's a ticket. Why don't you tell us?
Yes. There's a ticket. It's $55 a ticket. And I really wanted to work hard to make it a ticket price that was tangible.
Yeah.
Like this isn't an event where I'm going to be making money. This is an event that I just really wanted it to be a celebration and to bring everyone together. And this is a big thing for even the Connecticut culinary scene, that someone here is making it on such like this national platform at a Gordon Ramsay TV show. So it's a big part of my journey, and I wanted to like celebrate it with everyone that wants to come and celebrate it. And so so from 6 to 8 we have a DJ. We have DJ Groove. He's going to be coming to spin the ones and twos. And I'll be serving my food. I think we're going to have like a photo booth, and so it's a cash bar, and they have a full bar so you can grab a drink, eat my food, chill. And it's just going to be like such a great time.
So in the watch party, besides the good food, the treats, and the drinks, and the DJ, are we going to be watching the show? Is it like the show's going to be playing and we're going to be like, everyone shut up, be quiet. She's on right now. What to expect? Yeah,
so from 6 to 8, we'll be doing the mix and mingling, having fun. And then from 8 to 9, we'll be putting the TV show on a projector. So we'll be like live streaming my first episode. So
hey, I know you're
and
hyped.
I'm honestly so scared. Like I think about this and it's like this mixed feelings of excitement and nervousness because, the first time that y'all are going to be seeing it is the first time that I'm going to be seeing it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow. So they'll send you like a copy
No,
and like, check it out.
I'm so we don't know. We don't know how, nothing. So I think I'm just going to be like hiding.
Wow, that's dope.
I'm going to be hiding behind. I'm gonna be,
oh my God.
I almost regretted it. I was like, man, do I really want to be watching me go on national television and possibly embarrassing myself and with
that's so dope.
100 other people?
And then throw a party. Yeah.
Throw a party.
Throw a party. Yeah.
Yeah, but no. Regardless, it's just gonna be a vibe.
Before or maybe a few minutes before or 10 minutes before the show comes on, we gotta take a few shots, yo.
Oh, absolutely.
Shots, just especially you, so the nervousness,
calm you down,
everything could be calm.
Yeah.
We'll bring some pitorro. Nah, just kidding.
No, it's gonna be so much fun. And what's great is that the room that we're going to be in is right off of the tap room. Yeah. And so they're going to be also, so if people want to go even hang out at the bar, the TVs in the tap room will also be streaming the episode too. So people can either sit in the room, we'll have chairs, we can sit and watch, or they can go to the tap room and chill there too. So so that's why I love the space is because it gives people the option to kind of
It's a great time to network even. I'm sure a lot of people are there. I know you got family flying in to watch with you.
Yes.
What would you say, as far as the people you met on the show, have you been still in contact with them? And what was it like? You're in a room full of essentially a lot of versions of you, you know what I mean? From different parts of the world. What was it like meeting these people, being in however long you were with them, and just being in a room full of people with the same mindset as you?
Yeah. Going in, it's pretty, you're going into this situation not knowing what it is that you're going to be doing. And then you see all of these other chefs and they are all everyone on this. I think this is going to be the best season yet. Yeah. Dare I say it.
But you know what? Is literally it most going likely to be the best season yet because this is a room of other badass chefs who are just absolutely incredible in their craft. It was very intimidating because you don't know who these people are and you're trying to gauge and you're in your own head. And I was a little intimidated at first because they're man, what am I doing? For me, I was I'm here and these people are anyway. But even to this day, a year later, these have become some of the closest people in my life. We talk, we have a group chat and we talk with each other literally every single day. And coming out of one of the hardest experiences that I've done, I met just really special individuals. So for that, I'm so grateful for.
Because I heard it was sort of tough, right? I guess, I don't know, were you able to talk to your family while in the show? Or
so when you're filming, we don't have access to our phones, but then when we go back to our hotel room, we have our. Right. So I was able to stay in contact with them, but throughout the day, you're just, So I'm kind of out of touch. I was out of touch in a way. Yeah.
So how was the schedule? So you're all day filming, and then you're back.
And then you just go back, go to sleep, wake up.
Tell us. So when you're waking up at 6 a.m, they're like, get out now, get your robe, get your robe. You know what I mean? Real boot camp style? Or is it you got 11 o'clock, we'll see you over there, have some breakfast.
Just how it is any TV show that is filmed. You have a schedule and you're on set all day, and you're, so... I don't know how much I can say about the actual process in itself, but that, so you're with them.
How long?
24/7. From, I said, I woke up at 6, 5 o'clock in the morning. We had the day before, they would give us our times, when to be ready by, and then we would all take a bus to go on set, and then we're there all day.
3 months? How long are you away for?
We had to be gone for a month. We had to dedicate a month for this project,
Now, I'm not sure if you can say where it was at, but were you here in America?
Stop it.
Nah. Was you in Puerto Rico?
Don't get me in trouble.
Were you in Colombia?
We'll cut that part out.
Were you in the Middle East?
I don't don't know.
Like, right?
Were you in Russia?
They put a thing over your head, and I was like,
let me be real though, right? So when I first got a phone call, because they recruited me. So when I first got like the DM, like I'm a casting person for this TV show. I was like, okay,
yeah,
like
right.
I was like,
I'm not sending you money.
Like I shared my location.
So
like my husband, yeah, no, exactly. I was like, are they gonna ask for me to go to like Western Union and be like, if you want to be on this TV show? Yeah, right.
Those scans,
right?
I started like going on their social media and I'm trying to like investigate them while they're investigating me.
Yo, that's so true.
Because you don't know
these.
You just get a DM and then they're like, yeah, you go through this casting process and yeah, like you're talking to them on Zooms and you're doing the interviews and stuff. But like, I'm like, this all could be like a setup though.
Right,
like they're very dedicated. Like people out here, scammers could be dedicated. You know,
no, scamming works. That's why scammers been scamming.
Even,
you know what I mean?
Going to the airport, I was like, I shared my location to like every single like family member. So I was like, if you never hear from me again.
Oh wait, so we have family in the studio. Like, yo, where was she? No, I
was away.
She was down the street in Bridgeport.
She was on vacation.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I shared because I was like so nervous. Like, I was like, do you know what? Like, I don't know. Because you just get your flight information and then you just have to trust, like, I'm getting on this flight and no one's going to put the bag over my head.
Right.
So when you felt like, okay, you know what? This is real. When you felt that? When you saw somebody, when you landed, or
I knew it was real when I landed and I saw like other cast members there, and then I was like, oh wait. First when I saw like other, and the people that were picking us up from the airport, I was like, oh, they got other people. Like it's not only me. They
right.
But then when you start to get the contracts and everything, and you see the letterhead and you have to be signing NDA, all of that stuff, I was like, okay, but you still have that like little 1% of your brain where like,
because what if they were like some guys that came out, a black car and said, get in the vehicle right now.
I know.
Like call your parents.
Listen,
we need
you know what I say? Like, hi, how are you?
If anyone tries to kidnap me, like they're gonna send me back.
Yeah,
they're gonna send me back.
They're gonna kidnap you. Gonna cook. You're like, yeah, I got you. The worst dish ever.
I will terrorize them. They would be like, yeah, this girl ain't worth it. Bring her back to wherever she's from. She's stressing us out.
Tell us about the set though. Tell us, was it like? Is it a building? Because I seen like the commercial. I seen what it looks like. But it looks like a building, but it looks like a small, like maybe a building within a building. What is it? What is set like? Is there cameras everywhere? Is there lights everywhere?
Yeah, it's cameras and lights. I mean, it's a full production.
And you know it as you're cooking.
It's a full production.
It's like you can't ignore it.
Yeah, like that's the thing. I mean, they do a good job at trying not to, like, they're not coming up to you like how you see in a lot of, like, with a camera on your face, but it's a full production.
Yeah.
So I think that adds to the layer. It's like I'm being filmed right now. But how you see it on the TV show with the three levels and everything, what you see is also like is what you get.
Nice.
You know what we're missing here? Sometimes I think about productions. I'm sure everyone gets put makeup on, and so we need here, bro.
Like a makeup artist,
a little hair and makeup team,
a little
powder,
so it doesn't shine. So bright.
So I don't have to look, like Woody, the Toy Story guy.
Stop.
Like
this guy,
little filter.
Yeah.
Nah, but anyways, man, I think kind of wrapping this up to the ladies watching you or the people watching you, because I know your story is amazing. How basically you started from the bottom. Now I'm here, kind of a situation. Well, what can you tell the person watching? Maybe they're starting just as the same, or they're trying to make it, and there's obstacles. What can you tell them? As they're continuing in this journey.
I definitely think the biggest thing for me was that I was very blessed to have the right people in my core in my life that like truly believed in me, and they saw me bigger than how I saw myself. They believed in my talents before I believed in them, honestly.
Definitely.
So having those people that truly believe in you, that want to see you succeed, is like that core network, your core group, that was everything. And that gave me the belief that like, maybe like I could actually do this, but just never stop. Like if you God made us to be creators, and we live through creation and following our passions, and that's when we can reach our highest selves. So if you go after what you love, like doors will open naturally for you to achieve that. Just, you know, and if you do things with good heart and good intentions, everything will fall into place. But never stop. Always, like, if you feel like you're failing, those aren't failures. Those are just learning opportunities for you that you just need to, you know, like, you understand how many times I failed my first year in my business. Yeah. Like the first events that I did, someone's like, I'm having a party, can you cater? And I'm like, like $400 should be okay to feed like 20 people. Right. I didn't even cover like half of the groceries. Oh my God. And I was like, well, I'm never making that mistake again. I think you never make the same mistake twice. So if you can learn never to make the same mistake twice, and you just keep pushing forward and you just keep learning, that's like, I think the biggest thing that
No, I think that's cool because, you know, you have your business. And I think it's something, you know, sometimes it's tough for others when you step out and venture into business. It's not easy, you know, just to leave sort of the 9-to-5 mentality and step out and start your business. It's not easy. You kind of got to, step out there and just see how it goes. And I think, and I commend you for that.
Now, I know Lou's trying to get out of here, but before we go,
let's wrap this up properly.
Because entrepreneurship is huge, you know what I mean, and it's not easy for everybody to become an entrepreneur, even take the first steps into that venture. So you became you didn't become a chef, but you were a chef, and you finally became a business owner. Mm-hmm. And so how important were the people around you for that to take place? And obviously you already told us what a chef already told you, but what helped you? Like, what was it? Was it that somebody threw money on your feet, at your lap, and you said, no, you know what, I can do it now? Or was it that you was starting really like from nothing?
Yeah, I literally started from nothing, just pure belief, and I'm self-trained. I've never been to culinary school. And I think that's also important, is that you always have to be like hungry to continue to learn.
Yeah.
I'm always, like, no pun intended, but I'm always hungry to learn, to continue the art of cooking.
Yeah.
I'm always hungry to keep evolving myself. And I take not only cooking, but how I'm running a business. Like, your own personal development is a direct reflection on how successful your business will be.
Okay.
So if you're not taking everything within you seriously, if you're not developing and growing within you, then you will see that in the outside world. Did
you have people helping you on the journey? Because, you're going from chefing, and food is your professional. Yeah. And then now you're talking numbers. Now you're talking about spending $400 on 20 people. And it's like, yo, wait, how do I manage this? You know what I mean? Where do I start? Like, am I getting an accountant, or am I calling Broski up right away? Or what are you doing? Like, what steps are you taking towards officially becoming your own business?
Yeah, that's, obviously pricing. And like you said, I definitely outsourced, because if you don't love, like, I don't love balance, like, looking at the financial, like, obviously I love money. Like, I love looking at how my money flow is.
Yeah.
But I'm not interested in filing my taxes. Like, that's also just not what I'm good at.
Hit the tax collectors up.
Yeah, right?
We got tax collectors.
Or just, because, when you're in our business, every single month you have to do the reporting. I don't care for that stuff. So if you know that it's not something where your genius and your magic is going to flourish, why are you going, like, put your energy on where it is that is going to make you the most money. Making myself the most money is pouring into my clients and pouring into my craft.
Knowing your strength.
And knowing your strengths, So I have an accountant, I have people that, like, my best friend, she's amazing. She helps me on the creative direction with events. My husband, he's so amazing at, help me breaking down numbers and pricing. And he helps me do research on, well, a pound of meat for this, so maybe we should set up your pricing around that. So,
that's good.
I have those people that I can rely on, because being a business owner is a very lonely journey. No one understands what you're going through but you. No one understands, and no one's going to have that passion and that love for your business quite like you do.
Right.
So having people that just truly believe in you and they want to see you succeed, although, that is, I think a big formula in networking.
Yeah,
hearing other people's stories.
Like, how easy was it to accept help and ask for help?
Yo, Ricardo's trying to tell me something right now.
No, this is not for you, bro. This guy.
Yeah.
He's trying to tell me
something. He's trying to tell me something.
He's trying to tell me something.
This is because we're all been Project 33s before.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell us how easy it was to ask for help and accept help?
Yeah, that's something I'm still working on.
Hey, I'm working on that myself.
See, well, you know what? Cheers to us,
guys.
okay?
Cheers to y'all.
It's okay, Rick, you can help me out more, bro.
No. Like, I feel like I'm personally attacking both of them. Right?
Yeah.
No, but it's
Don't
true.
come at me like that, though.
Sometimes it's hard to
important,
delegate.
though. Yeah.
It is. I was not very good at it to begin with because I'm just like, oh, there's a problem. I can handle it. I can do it myself.
Yeah.
And I never wanted to go. I felt like asking for help made me vulnerable or made me weak because I'm like, I can be strong for me. Like, I got this. But I think I was also coming out of a very like survival mindset of my own healing. And you just have to trust people. You have and that's a big thing I'm learning is like trust and trusting even myself that someone else can help me along.
Yeah.
You know, trusting myself that I could relinquish this control.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of why I don't ask for help is that I am kind of like I like to have the control.
Right.
You know, I've had this like very like limiting belief that like no one can do it like me, so I have to do everything. You know,
now we can just do it right.
Yeah, like I know what I want.
Like
so
I got a
can
vision.
do it by myself. It's like no, like you're gonna burn yourself to the ground.
That's true.
You know,
It's fact.
so you know, and because then it frees up so much of more time for you to put your focus on other things. You know, burnout. I went through crazy burnout. Burnout as an entrepreneur is absolutely real.
Right.
So, I mean, but that's why I burned out was because I tried to do everything. Even people that are like, let me help you. I was like, no, it's okay. You know, like, or no, I got it. Or they would try to help me and I would still end up doing it, you know, alone.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, that's the formula for you to burn out. Part of a formula.
No, I think it's true. It's like you said, because sometimes we think that the way we do it is just the best.
Well, this is why I'm coming back.
That's it.
That's why I'm coming back.
And you got to come back
so
with
we won't go crazy asking you so many questions now.
The pastelone.
We got to come with back with that.
Pastelone.
I'll make my special green sauce too. To go with the
Wait,
salad.
look for it.
When you come back, we're gonna cook 2 dishes, and you're gonna be the Gordon Bombay. I'm sorry, the Gordon Ramsay. You know what I said, Gordon Bombay? You know who's Gordon Bombay? You guys know who's Gordon Bombay? All my Mighty Ducks movie lovers.
Quack.
Gordon Bombay is the coach of the quack.
You know who Gordon Bombay is?
Come on, man. That's the Mighty Ducks, man.
The Mighty Ducks.
Nobody wants the Mighty Ducks here.
I know the Mighty
Come
Ducks.
on.
I didn't get the
That's
reference,
a coach
though.
right there.
I wasn't picking up what you're putting down.
No, but the funny thing is when we were practicing, when I was practicing, the whole time I kept saying Gordon Bombay. And I'm like, yo, I got to write this stuff. That Gordon Ramsay.
Yes.
You know, then I started thinking
Put
about
some
that.
respect on his name.
No, but next time you come back, I was saying we're going to cook 2 dishes and you're going to be the Gordon Ramsay. And you're going to be like, this is bloody hell disgusting, Louis and Ricardo. Now, what you going to say, Rick?
I'm going to tell
Nothing. I was just going to say that, you know, we got the watch party coming up.
Yeah.
We got the watch party coming up. So we look forward to actually that taking place. I'm not sure. Are we dropping this before or after that?
No, we're going to drop it before. So
All
this
right,
episode should be dropped in the next few days.
Yeah. So if you can, hit her up. Get that link. I'm not sure if it's going to pop
Follow
up.
me on social media.
Yes,
we're
drop
gonna-
it. Go ahead. Drop your socials.
Where can people locate you at? And
Follow me on social media. Instagram is @Cat's Kitchen Co. and link in bio. And I look forward to seeing you at my event.
Yes, and don't forget the watch party. Just tell them, just put the code Project 33 and we'll get a free shot. No, just kidding.
No, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much for having me.
This was great. Thank you.
Thank you for having me on the show. Project 33 with Miss Cathy Cann in the building. And thank you for being here. Thank you for showing up. And
I can't wait to come back.
Let's go. It's a wrap.